the cardinal, and the blue one, well, that's the blue jay. Oh, hey there! Thanks for joining us for Connections at Home. My name's Laine, and I'm the Move with the River Gallery Manager. And this is my quarantine coworker, Kimchi. Take 5, Kimchi. When we're not at the museum exploring nature, we like to do so in our own backyard. Today, I'll show you a special activity where you go out into the wild to observe and to answer the question, how are plants and animals connected? At the Louisiana Children's Museum, we believe that exploring nature is an important part of childhood development that allows children to better understand the world they live in. Our entire museum was built with this in mind, and you can see it reflected in the gallery exhibits, outdoor landscape, and even the artwork on the walls. My favorite piece of nature art in the museum is Alex Beard's wetland mural in the Play With Me gallery. It beautifully depicts a healthy wetland ecosystem filled with plants and animals. Today we're going to make our own piece of art called a food web. A food web maps out the connections between plants and animals by answering the question, what eats what? To make a food web of our backyard, first we need to figure out what plants and animals live there. So let's grab some pencils and some paper and head outside. Come on, let's go! While we're exploring our backyard, we want to think about the question, what eats what? To remind ourselves of this, go ahead and write it in large letters at the top of your paper. All right, all set. Now we're good to go. Come on! First, take a few minutes to walk around your backyard studying the plants. Make sure to look closely and draw pictures of what you see. Do you or your grown-up know the name of the plants in your backyard? If so, write the name under your drawing. If you don't know the name of the plant, write down what type of plant it is, such as flower, tree, or grass. Or check out some of the apps online that can tell you what plants are by taking pictures. My favorite is iNaturalist. Here I found a plant with little holes in the leaves. Looks like something might have been snacking on my pepper plant. I'm gonna make sure to add that to my observations. Maybe I'll find out what's been eating my plant. Once you finish your plant observations, it's time to move on to animals. Remember, animals come in all shapes and sizes, so make sure to look closely for our friends big and small. Draw pictures of what you see and label them. Today I saw a green anole lizard, a gnat fly into a spider web, and a kimchi. If you can't find any animals in your backyard, look for signs that they were once there, like tracks or animal scat. Scat is the scientific word for animal poop. I haven't seen any birds in my yard today, but I did find some bird scat. This scat means a bird has been here recently. I'm gonna add it to my observations. Now, you might be thinking that poop is sorta gross, but it's a part of nature. All animals eat to fuel their bodies and give them energy. When an animal eats food, it gets broken down in the digestive system. Then, the body absorbs the nutrients that it wants and gets rid of the waste that it has no use for, aka the poop. Now that we know that all animals eat, it's time to figure out what exactly they eat. We'll figure this out by looking at our observations from today and at nature journals. Are you ready to go? Let's head inside. For this part of the activity, you'll need the following items: your observation journal, some magazines for collaging, different nature books for research, blank pieces of paper, colored pencils, a regular pencil, a black marker, some water and paintbrushes, watercolors, glue, and scissors. In addition, you'll also need access to the internet. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look through my observation notes I took today to see if there's any animals or plants that I already know that are connected. Oh yes, I made a note that said that I saw a lizard try to eat a mosquito. That means that those two things are connected. On a blank piece of paper, I'm going to write both of those things down. Now that we've started our food web, let's figure out what the two animals we have written down eat and what eats them. So the lizard eats the mosquito, but what eats the lizard? I'm not sure, so I'm going to check out one of my nature books to see if I can find the answer. Oh, it says here that birds birds eat lizards. I didn't see a bird in my backyard today, but I did see some bird poop. That means that a bird is part of my backyard ecosystem. I'm gonna write bird down on my list. The book says birds also eat insects like mosquitoes. I'm gonna add birds to my outline and draw a connecting line to both lizards and mosquitoes. I know from experience that mosquitoes feed on humans. They're always biting me in the spring and summer months. I'm gonna add humans to my outline. Is there anything in my backyard that humans like to eat? Oh yeah, my sweet pepper plant. And I'm not the only one. There were little bite marks all over the leaves. I have no idea what did that. So I'm gonna look online to see if I can find an answer. If you can't find the answer to your questions in the print resources, go online with help from your grown-up. According to this, lots of animals enjoy eating pepper plants, like rabbits, beetles, caterpillars, and slugs. I'm gonna continue doing my research and adding to my outline. You do the same and join me back here in a few minutes. Oh good, you're back. I just finished my outline, and now I'm gonna use it to create a beautiful piece of artwork that I wanna hang on my walls. It's called a food web. I'll start by creating a habitat in which the plants and animals live. I did my observations in my backyard, so that's what I'm gonna draw. You can also use paint or collage to make your final picture. I like to play with lots of different mediums, so I used collage, paint, and drawing to create my final piece. This might take a little while. Let me speed things up. Much better. Now that I've finished my habitat, I need to add the plants and animals from my outline. I can do this by either drawing directly on the background or on a separate piece of paper and cutting them out. You can also use the sketches from your observations. I really liked some of mine, so I colored them in and added them to my picture. Once you've finished adding your plants and animals, it's time to make some connections. Using a thick black marker, draw some lines connecting the plants and animals that eat one another. I drew a line connecting the lizard and the bird, and I wrote above it, "Bird eats the lizard." Continue making connections until your picture matches your outline. Once you finish, let your artwork dry and hang it on the wall for everyone to see. Today we explored our backyards to discover how the plants and animals in the habitat are connected. Then we used our observation skills and research to create a model, which is a type of artwork. We learned that food webs are a way to visualize how plants and animals are connected by looking at what they eat. Sometimes science might seem complicated, but maps and models make things easier to understand. We'd love to see examples of your child's active learning and thinking from today's activity. Share their completed artwork and pictures from the process by hashtagging LCM Connections on social media. I'm Laine, and this is Kimchi. Thanks for watching Connections at Home. Make sure to check in next time, and until then, play, learn, and stay connected.